and welcome everyone to the pilot episode of Beading for All. I am the most influential speaker from the House of M, and this show is brought to you by Inspired Creations, HOM. All right, so I've been trying to find a way to show off something that I've been doing for probably a couple years now, if not a few years. And I have another show. It's called Revelations. Maybe you've seen it, but judging by the views, you probably haven't. But that's okay. And I have a show called Revelations where I show off some toys and geek stuff, and so I'll just call kind of weird stuff that I collect: toys, comics, all that good stuff, cars, all that. Okay, anyway. And every now and then I would show something I create, and it's from Perler beads. So Revelations pretty much is exhausting all of my toys and fun stuff that I collect, right? And I have been doing Perler beads on the side, and I love doing it because it's just fun, especially when I can customize them and do the characters that I want to do. But they seem to have gotten a backseat to the show Revelations. So what did I do? With some ideas from Charlie Huckle, and we managed to carve out some budget from the rest of the Inspired Creations universe, and we're able to produce another show, and it's called Beading for All, which is what you're watching right now. And guess what this show is going to be featuring? Yep, this show will be featuring my Perler bead creations. Come to think of it, I don't know if Perler is a brand. I think it is, because there's other beads called Hamma. I think it's Hamma beads. I'm just going to say Perler beads because that's all I've ever called it, because that's pretty much the only ones I have been buying. So I'm not endorsing Perler as a brand. I might be, honestly, since that's pretty much all I use. But I'm just calling them Perler beading, which is why I went to the generic beading, just whatever. Hey, okay, not important. So this show is going to center around my Perler bead creations. And what I'd like to do is maybe do a Perler bead from beginning to end with each show, and then show you maybe some other Perler beads I've already created that would be too long to show you on this show. So that's pretty much it. I wanted an avenue to show another thing that I've been creating and really enjoy doing. So this is Beading for All. Let's hope you enjoy it, and let's get right to it. A lot of people have pets. I am one of them. And my House of M crew has 2 cats. And the first one we ever got was a gift from my cousins. And we named him Cringer. We technically named her Kitty Pride when we thought she was a girl. But lo and behold, something happened and we found out that it was a boy. So we switched the name to Cringer. And we named him after one of my favorite cartoons, Masters of the Universe. He-Man has his Battle Cat, but before he becomes He-Man, he is Prince Adam. And before Battle Cat turns into Battle Cat, his name is Cringer, and he's a scaredy cat. And this personality fits our cat perfectly. When he's normal, he's Cringer, and he freaks out at the littlest things, right? However, we have seen him go into Battle Cat mode and almost taken a life. I'm kidding, it's not that bad, but he's caused injury to some dear people of mine. So he definitely has a Battle Cat mode, so the name fits him perfectly. So today's episode is going to show you a little cute little cat Perler bead, and I'm gonna base this little Perler bead, or customize it, if you will, to Cringer's appearance. Let's get going. I'm going to start going on, and I'm looking at the design again. I'll see if Charlie Huckle will post a picture of the cat while I'm doing this. I don't know. We'll see what he does. But for now, I'm just going to post it, or start putting it in. And I like the tweezers because I can grab 2 beads at a time, and kind of it goes a little bit quicker like that. So we'll see how quickly this goes and what the edits will bring. Because I don't know if I can carry on a conversation the entire time I'm beading, but we'll see what it goes, and maybe I'll fast forward some of this thing if I think it's too boring, especially in post. You got that, Huckle? Oh, geez, here I am messing up already. But I usually try to do it in the sets of 2s, and when it goes back to 1, it kind of messes me up. So I have a 2 pattern here. I'm going to do the 1 there. Oh yeah, it can't fit, and I'm kind of working awkwardly behind the scenes because I have the flipping camera here and a mic right in front of me, so it's kind of hindering my arm reach. So that's why I am taking a little bit longer than usual. I've had people tell me it's fun, and anyone can do this. That's why this is so cool. Kids, teens, adults, senior citizens, middle-aged people. I think that's what I am, right? Hopefully, I'm not past my prime yet. I don't know. What do you think? I am 42, I think, and I'm middle-aged, right? Isn't that middle-aged? Because middle-aged, people live what? They're 70, so or 80 maybe. So if that's the case, yeah, I'm kind of middle-aged. I lived half my life. And I don't really want to talk about that because that's gonna get me sad. Gonna get me sad. All right, so let's get back to the perler beading. How about that? These designs that you can find all over the place. You can customize and personalize to however you want. Meaning, if you do a regular cat, you can customize it like I just did. Like I said, this design was I found it on the web, and I wanted just a cute little cat kind of looking picture, and this one totally did it. You'll see the end, obviously, but I wanted to personalize it to look like Cringer. But again, you can make a rainbow cat. You can make your own cat. You'll see the features that on this cat really play to Cringer, because my cat is basically all white, and he's got some gray in his palette as well. So again, this design is pretty basic, and I'm not going to get. Obviously, it's not going to look like a realistic cat. I wanted a cute one, a cute looking little design here, and a one that you can do too. But again, you can make it look whatever you can do. People have done like real, like photograph looking, well, not photograph looking, but close enough to cats or animals or other people even. And it's amazing what you can do with this. And I guess honestly, it all depends on the size, because perler beads are pretty much like pixelized versions of images that you can create. So the bigger your perler bead creation, the more detail you can add. I don't really have too much luck doing the big pieces. I've done a few larger pieces, and they're always a pain to iron or to melt, and that's part of the step to creating perler beads. So I like doing this. I like promoting this because a lot of people can do it, like I mentioned earlier. But be aware, if you're a little one or a little child and watching this show, there is a part of the perler beads where you got to melt these things. So please see an adult when you are melting these things, because the iron or whatever you use to melt the perler beads gets very, very hot, and you do not want to be on the receiving end of that heat transfer. But that's pretty neat, right? You can kind of see the cat outline there, right? So the colors, this one is going to be, my cat's pretty much white. Like I said, he's got some gray areas. I'm adding a little pink in there too, just to kind of designate the little cheeks to make it a little cute anime kind of look, you know. But this is definitely based off of my real life cat Cringer. And there's one more eye I got to do, and I like counting. Whenever they're like blocks like this, I always call them in my head blocks, and that just means to me that it's a block of 4. So there's a block. There's his other eye right there, I think. That's where it goes. Yeah, there we go. All right, so I'm going to put the black beads down, and I think I'm going to go silent while I do the rest of it, and we'll see what kind of fast forward motion that Charlie Huckle does in this, all right? Let's get to it. All right, so that was one part, and the white there, I didn't want to use a total white, um, just because it's my custom project. But I also have this one color, and I use, what's it called? It's called Toasted Marshmallow. It's a bit of a very, very subtle off-white. But that's what I used for the white part of it. So I'm going to go on to the gray now. And I store my beads in little baggies. You can probably figure a lot better ways to do it. But that's what I use. It works for me. I just dump the beads in there, transfer them to the little petri dishes, and then I go to town. So another quick timeout. So for the nose, I have these little pink beads, and the color I'm using for this one is called where is it? Oh, Pearl Light Pink. So this bead, it's pink or pearl, but it's literally got a little pearl kind of sheen to it. So I want to make the nose stand out just a little bit and put that for the nose so it looks a little glimmer. Just want to say. And the last color I'm using is pink, and that's for his cheeks. But there he is in bead format right there. This is the first part. You kind of get the design all laid out, and then we're going to fast forward to the finished product here so you can see what Cringer looks like when he's all done. All right, so you ready to see the finished piece? The perler we did today together, maybe, was a kitten, my pet cat. But again, you can personalize it to make it look like your cat. Maybe your cat has some orange fur on it, or it's all black even, or all white, or spots, or stripes. Good luck with the stripe ones, you know. Either way, it's going to be cute because it's going to be your cat. This one is cute because it's my cat. From the House of M, this is Cringer in perler bead form. That's how it turned out. Pretty cute, huh? And you can go crazy with ironing one side, but don't go too crazy. If you want to make sure it's really secure, you obviously got to melt both sides. But that turned out really, really nice. And if both sides melt very nicely for you, well, guess what? You have a double-sided perler bead that you can display whichever way you'd like. But what's cool, you can do all kinds of things with these perler bead creations. They have holes in them, right? So if you have, there's special tools, and again, kids, get an adult to help you. But you could put a hole through it. You make keychains out of this. You can make necklaces as well, or charms. You can also make a kitchen magnet, or just a magnet, I guess. So I have my my godson or nephew create something for me the other day, and he created this awesome looking the child, or Baby Yoda, right? So what I wanted to do with this is make a little magnet out of it. So I put a little magnet strip on the back. I had to do it on the back. So I mean, there's this. Don't be mad that I wrecked it. I didn't wreck it. I made it applicable. Okay, so I had to put a magnet on there in order to get it to stick. So I just use hot glue, and you can put hot glue on one side of the magnet, have it flush, and then I just did a little perimeter of a border to kind of make sure it's secure. And guess what? This is going on the fridge of the icebox. Yeah, there you go. You want to see my face. But there it is. So the child that my godson made me, that's going on my fridge down here as a refrigerator magnet. So you can do all kinds of things with these things. So have fun with it and enjoy it, all right? And a special thank you to my godson for making that for me too. So this one I did in honor of my other YouTube show called Fractured Games. I played Donkey Kong on there, and I wanted to make a perler bead with it. So I did. And here is, I'm going to try to get this cool looking here for you. There he is. So here comes Donkey Kong, and he's rolling out a barrel against Mario, and Mario's all ready for him with the hammer there. So you got the barrel versus the hammer. You got Donkey Kong versus Mario. This is a classic, but this is one of the larger pieces that I did. Again, I would love to do larger ones. They're just a pain to iron, and that's just me. But if you want to go for it, please, by all means, do it. But this is one of my larger pieces. You can see the scale to Cringer that I just did. Oh no, don't hit Cringer in the head. But so very, very big. There he is compared to Donkey Kong. Very good. Let's hold up the child on here too, so you can get up size comparison. So a bigger piece, right? But all these pieces are fun and awesome. So have fun with it. Go crazy with perler beads, and get to some fun creating. If you like what you see, let me know. Again, I showed you that email. I didn't show it to you. I told it to you. But let me know with comments. Say, hey, you want to see more episodes of this, of Beading for All? You can email me at iceboxcast@gmail.com. The best way to follow me, though, is on Facebook. You can follow me on Facebook as Inspired Creations, HOM. And on there, I put up all my links to the podcasts that I do. I got 2 podcasts out there called The Icebox that I talk about whatever I want. I have one called Comic Complex that I talk about just comic books. I have YouTube shows, and you're on my YouTube channel now if you're watching this. But the YouTube shows, this is a new one. It's called Beading for All. But I have another one called Fractured Games that I mentioned earlier, and I just play video games on that for you. And the other one I have is called Revelations, mentioned earlier as well. And there I show all my cool toys and fun collectible stuff, Pokemon cards, all this cool stuff. So, but again, I post all the links to my Facebook page. And on my Facebook page, you can reach me at Inspired Creations, HOM. Inspired Creations, HOM. Follow me on Facebook. You see all the links. You can have a good time with that. It's all friendly, and it's all free content for you to enjoy too. So that's it. There's my show for you. Again, we're we're Beading for All here, and I hope you really liked the show for this, and I hope you have some fun, and we'll see you next time. Until later, have fun beading. Pretty cool. Isn't it cute? That's my cringer. Gah. So, this might be an outtake.